What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about everything you can do this weekend here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And I mean everything, like everything there is to do between challenges, basically all the new stuff that's dropping and is going to be dropping here in this weekend of MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's talk about everything there is to do this weekend in MyTEAM. And there is a lot with this brand new Festival of Champions. And obviously, let's just start with the locker codes. In case you haven't typed them in yet, type this locker code in. It's available until June 13th, so you got a few more days, but type this in for a free 100 overall. It's just a random 100 overall, as well as this locker code right here for a free GOAT event piece. You type in both those things, that'll be your head start. Just get you started for the weekend with those two locker codes if you haven't already typed them in. But after you type those in and you get your rewards, we're going to talk about all the challenges and things there are to do this weekend, and we'll start with the Festival of Champions challenge. So 2K is going to be dropping daily challenges over the next 12 days or so, well 13 including today's challenges. It looks as though with them dropping this dark matter piece and this challenge group today and saying they're going to be dropping daily challenges for this event on Twitter this morning. They dropped this Pacers challenge section with this dark matter piece and these three challenges, which are 31 points and 5 rebounds of the Pacers player in a game, 100 points, 6 rebounds of the Pacers players over multiple games, and win 4 games using 3 or more Pacers players. It doesn't take very long. It's like 45 minutes of grinding, and it also can contribute towards other challenge groups as well. But there's going to be a challenge group like this each day for the next 12 days, so that'll definitely be worth doing between all of them, because I think by the time you get to the end of those challenge groups are going to be for GOAT pieces as well. But additionally, and by the time you'll see this, you may be too late. If you play 3 King of the Court games this weekend, you do get a 100 overall event piece as well. You don't have to win them, but you do have to play them all the way through. I'm dropping this video at like 2:15 p.m. Central, so there's like an hour and 45 minutes left as I drop the video. So by the time y'all see this, it might be too late to do this, but hopefully you knock this King of the Court challenges out. And additionally, these will be here next weekend as well. So if you weren't able to do it this weekend and you want that 100 overall piece, this will be available again next week if you play 3 King of the Court games to get that free 100 overall piece. And then you also have these champions in single player and champions in multiplayer challenges. The multiplayer challenges are really easy. 3 rebounds with champions players over multiple multiplayer games, 7 assists with champions players over multiple multiplayer games, and score 15 points with champions players over multiple multiplayer games, with winning 3 multiplayer games in a row using 3 or more champions players as the last challenge. And you get a diamond, pink diamond, galaxy opal, and dark matter piece from that, as well as again 100 overall piece for completing the group. Same thing with the single player challenge, a little bit harder challenges, but still diamond, pink diamond, galaxy opal, dark matter, and then 100 overall piece for completing the group, with the challenges being 2 double doubles with champions players over multiple single player games, 200 points and assists with champions players over multiple single player games, 50 rebounds and blocks with champions players over multiple single player games, as well as 15 single player wins in a row using 3 or more champions players. So yes, it is going to be more time consuming than the online challenges, but it's still quicker than what challenges were looking like before, when they had it split up into domination, like breakout, and then multiplayer as well. It was kind of a pain the way they had the challenges done previously, in my opinion. And now with them dropping daily challenge groups, as well as the challenges like this, plus the free GOAT piece from the festival, from the locker code, I definitely looks as though there's going to be a lot more grindable pieces that are available in total from this event, which makes players more attainable, and some of the higher tier players more attainable as well, for this event in the last few events, which I think is definitely a W. So I will say I like what 2K is doing with these Festival of Champions challenges so far. Another thing to keep in mind as well is I am almost certain that as I release this video in an hour, 2K is going to release on Twitter that they are putting a GOAT piece as the 5-game win streak reward in Triple Threat Park again this weekend. 2K's given away the highest event piece for these festivals as the Triple Threat Park win streak for quite a while now, since the All-Star Festival. And every single festival that's been, when the festival's been active, that has been the win streak reward on a Sunday. So I assume that's going to be the win streak reward again this Sunday, which will allow for another free GOAT piece that's earnable this weekend, as well as another free GOAT piece that's earnable next weekend as well. So a lot of pieces to be grinding for this weekend, and also to be preparing for and keeping in mind for next weekend as well. Now, with that being said, outside of Festival of Champions challenges and things to grind, 2K did also drop the Champions Exchange, which you could definitely be grinding this weekend as well. 7 challenges, which if you complete all 7 will give you the event card that you can take over here to the Season 7 tab and redeem either for a Champions 10 box or a Champions 97 Plus pack. I personally would recommend the 10 bucks. Your 10 bucks odds are going to give you decent odds at pulling a Galaxy Opal or higher anyway. With a 15% chance in each pack, it's more likely than not that you're probably going to pull a Galaxy Opal at least out of a 10 box, not to mention you have a 2.3% chance of Dark Matter, and you got a chance at pulling 100 overall, an Invincible or GOAT card as well. And I've seen people pull GOAT MJ, 100 overall LeBron, Invincible John Havlicek, 100 overall KD just this weekend from these free 10 boxes. It does happen. I definitely recommend getting the 10 bucks if you do complete those challenges. And in general, the 7 challenges are generally very easy for these groups, and it's easy this weekend as well. It's a little bit maybe harder than it's been in some of the other ones, but 61 points of the player in a game here is not hard. 21 assists with the player in a game is not hard. 40 rebounds over multiple games is not hard. You're going to get that done automatically. 9 blocks over multiple games, same thing, not hard. You're going to get it done automatically. 7 steals over multiple games, again, get it done automatically. It's not hard. And then 9 3-pointers to player in a game, and win 4 games in a row are the last 2 challenges, which again, you'll probably get this one done automatically, especially if you're playing offline. The 9 3-pointers to the player in a game, the 61 points to the player in a game, and the 21 assists to the player in a game are all challenges that you can get done in one game. If you go over here to signature challenges and you play this, say 60-point challenge. Now you do have to have one of the players be Dante DiVincenzo, but you just have to make sure you get 21 assists with one player and 61 points with another player in this challenge. The challenge is to 60 points, so make sure your final bucket doesn't get you to 60. Make sure it gets you to 61 and make sure you score all of them, or I guess it could get you to 62 if you're at 59, you hit a 3. But just make sure you score all the points with one player and get to 61, not 60, because it will end at 60, obviously, if you score right at 60 on the dot, and that'd be annoying. But you can get 9 3-pointers, 21 assists, and 60 points quite easily, 61 points in this challenge, and it won't take you long either. So that can knock out those last 3 challenges real efficiently, very, very quickly in that. That'll take you 15 minutes max. So really not bad at all. Definitely worth completing in my personal opinion, and I personally would recommend it. And I think with the odds of pulling decent cards, not being, I mean, they're not very high odds, but it is possible. It's worth spending 20-30 minutes knocking down the specific challenges you have to complete here, and then just play whatever mode you enjoy, and you'll get this blocks, rebounds, steals. You'll get those done automatically just by playing the game. So the rest of them, you knock them out, and you knock out literally that 160-point triple threat game, and then go play whatever you want, and you'll get this done efficiently, easily. So in general, there's a good amount of stuff to do this weekend, obviously. Also, again, keep in mind, playoff spotlight sims, if you're not caught up, which I'm not on this account, but I am on my other account. If you do want to get to the invincible player on your account for the spotlight sims, make sure you get these challenges done. I probably won't do them on this account, but I will definitely do them on the other account. I already am obviously completed with 100 overalls on my other account. That's another thing to keep in mind. You want to make sure you're getting that done this weekend. If you're playing salary cap, the second round of salary cap ends here in 5 days or 6 days. So make sure you're playing salary cap as well, getting that done. And hey, that is pretty much all I have to say for this weekend in terms of things to do and things to get done with this team. But with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.